Hey, Zero Pass coming at you. Nubatama Third Eye Facebook page. Deck profile, another standard deck profile. So tonight I got to get in some plays with updated Nubatama standard. I guess not really an updated deck, but a different deck for standard that was inspired by Freedom Duo deck. And I also got to play some premium, which I was really excited about. The premium deck's more of a homebrew, and I may do a video on that later. I'm going to talk about this deck first. So again, our starter, always going to have him, at least for now. I have both Protect 1 and Protect 2. I was trying both of them, just really kind of dependent. So against Kagura, I was playing it tonight, I went about 50% actually. And I found when I'd have, like, say, 2 Protect 2 markers on one circle, the intercept's pretty big. So it's pretty good. I actually really like Protect 2, especially for kind of a more aggro rush deck. So 4 heals. This is the same old thing here. 5 crit and 7 draw, with, of course, 4 being PG draw. Been very helpful to me and been very useful and just really doing the job. For grade 1s, I run 3 Sakura Fubuki. You could run 4. I really have not found myself needing that. So I run 3 Fuki. I'm liking it because there's a lot of bounce effects going on here. Starting with breath. So, and then with regards to breath, the card I like to play with him, Tsunemasa, more bounce effects. Tried and True Gale. And then one of my new cards in here is Tamahogany. You know, Tamahogany's great. Gonna be able to bounce cards. You get a pick too. You get to pick what it is. Your opponent doesn't pick. So on placement, it's the last one. You pick a card from their field. As long as you're able to target it. It goes back to their hand and they can discard. And then he gets his force bonus if your opponent has 4 of those cards in hand. For grade 3s, it's a Storm deck. And it's a Jami Congo deck. So 4 of each. And then tech slot. I do recommend actually Void Master more than a tech slot. So the deck's able to rush pretty hard, especially with Breath and Gale, even Tsunemasa. You can use these cards to kind of build a field, bounce it back up, use Fuki to get a bonus. Fuki's nice because he gets over the 13k threshold just on his own. Jamio Congo, if you ride him first, you get your opponent down to 6. You ride him again, you get him down to 4. If you ride Storm first, if you need to, and you leave your field out in play, you're able to start using his ability to defend against Vanguard attacks, which I found to be very much necessary, especially against a deck like Kagura where they keep swinging at me. Greats, Ends, Blade Master, we had some of that going on tonight, so I was getting kind of a bored nuke, but as long as I don't leave too much on the table, it wasn't really too painful. And again, I was going basically 50% with Kagura tonight. So I was pretty happy with the deck. I'm used to combo decks, so you know, using this together with KFC, I really like that. But I'd say this is a pretty good alternative. I go a little bit more aggro. I did miss having Dreadmaster a little bit, probably just more with respect to, I'm used to the deck functioning like that. I'm used to, you know, having those filtering mechanics going on more so than just Sakura Fubuki, but it's okay. Just means I'm hopefully swapping out less for things like these, because you know, a lot of times when you filter, you're going to run into stuff like this, which you actually would have been wanting to drive check or potentially damage check a heal to be able to heal. It's not really much to say about this deck. It's I don't know if you say it's pretty linear, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a matter of what your opponent's board presence is, depending on which you're going to ride first. what you expect to be coming up, whether or not you went first or second. Yeah, so love to hear your comments down below, especially if you don't like the deck. I'd like to know why and what you would recommend changing up. Again, this was inspired by a deck I saw out on Freedom Duo's YouTube site where they actually played a match, and it was pretty good. I believe the player was also playing against Kagero, so maybe it's an okay match for us in that regard. My KFC deck, I was able to hit Kagero as well. I did play against Bermuda. That was a little bit more oppressive. I'm trying to think of which version I used. I believe I used my KFC version, and I was like just one turn behind him. I had to use the PGs. I wasn't able to keep him in hand, so I definitely need to try this out against some other decks, including Bermuda, just to see if I can kind of keep up, ping off their rear guards. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend, getting in as much Vanguard as I am, or at least that much, if not more so. And I will talk to y'all soon. Take care.